Not complaining. It looks great. Just, less bandwidth would be nice.
Trying to get the dice cam working, but it's not letting me. When in doubt,
You gonna
reboot.
stream this?
He's only going to stream the parts that we shouldn't see, so everybody should pull it up.
You will see everything. So
I usually just pull it up and try to put it down in the corner so I'm not watching it as we're playing it. Ice, how far away are you from affiliate at this point?
I need like 25 more followers.
That's not bad. I think Kale's around the same spot.
All right, you guys ready?
Sure.
All right, so you guys, the last session, which Hugh, you were not here for, but the party explored to the east, and they found another shrine called Shamgabi's Shrine. Inside, they found like a pit that was in the center, and when they stepped onto the floor near the pit, they released down in the basement. They released these kind of like terracotta, like stone soldier type things, and they fought them and barely defeated them. It was a long, arduous battle, but they eventually defeated them, and they found another cube that had another carving on the cube, and it was found. It was the what's that NPC's name? The guy that's been traveling with you. He identified it as Shangabi's Shrine, or Shangabi's Cube. But we pretty much ended that fight, and you guys were licking your wounds, but that's where we ended.
Do we
Yeah,
search?
that fight was crazy too.
Yes.
Do we search the area or the bodies or anything?
They were stone. They didn't carry anything on them. They just had their spears, which you used to put onto the statues that were in the sides of the room, and unlock the cube.
Can you share the map with us, please?
So it was morning when you got there, so it's probably still, it's still probably before lunch. That fight only took, at most, just the exploring and everything. You've been gone. You've left the camp for probably 2 hours by now. So it's still mid-morning.
Well, do you guys want to check around the building and see if there's anything lurking around?
Nope.
Yeah, I guess Dagon, you can probably point us to the next one, can't you? You got a really good guess on this one.
Yep.
What does your instinct say?
My amazing powers of looking at a map. Let us see. Oh, found one.
Where's that?
Right there.
I bet you we get a great view of the whatever's on top of that pillar there too.
And there's another one directly on the opposite side of it, on the other side of the arrow. So.
What about this rectangle up to the north by the bridge or by the roadway?
Where?
Next to the yellow roof here.
Just draw a pointer.
Yeah, you can draw a pointer on the map. Should allow you.
Nope. Well, the other end of that arrow.
Okay.
Right there?
I don't know how to delete this either. Yeah, exactly. That rectangle. Could just be a regular rectangle. Probably
Okay.
is.
I think it's a regular rectangle. We could swing by.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys have, the morning's still yours, so, but you are hurt pretty good. Some of you
That's right. We could use
very
some
good.
healing. Let's see. I could still cast a second healing spirit.
Is
If
there
we're
some
dying.
reason we wouldn't take a short rest if we're still wounded?
That'd be the best option.
Okay.
All right, so you guys are taking a short rest. Taking a breather. I mean, you guys finished the fight. You're kind of just sitting outside of the current shrine. While you guys are sitting there, you see large kind of birds that are like flying overhead. You see them kind of going from one side of the city to the other. About halfway through your short rest, breaking the silence and just kind of normal sound of the city, you hear the loud roar off in the distance of some large creature. Seem to come from the north of you.
Oh, that's right. I
Do-
forgot.
Does it sound familiar? What kind of creature?
You guys have heard it a couple times since you've been in the city, but it's the I mean, it sounds like some sort of dinosaur.
What about our companion that we picked up? What was his name again? I'm sorry.
Orvex.
Orvex. Orvex, do you recognize that roar?
Oh
Or
God,
what it
no.
belongs to?
Sounds
It's a
big.
Tarrasque.
Sounds big, whatever it is.
Okay.
You want to go investigate it?
Well, we're heading that way. I say we stick to checking out the rectangle for now.
Okay. So you're gonna hit the. What are you gonna go north and hit the one you marked first?
Yes.
Okay. So you guys make your. You see the pin, right?
Mhm.
All right. So you guys make your way up north through the buildings. You quickly glance in. Most of the buildings you pass, nothing seems of note. They're kind of ruined and no sign of anything. You do make it up to this building. And the same with this one. It appears to be at a distance. It looked like it could be a potential site, but as you get closer, you realize it's just in shambles.
Yeah, I'm no good with this map reading. Looking off in the distance from here, does it look like anything large is roaring and walking around or anything?
Go ahead and give me a perception roll.
Oh,
No, it's just the dense vegetation and the fog and stuff. It's just really hard to make out anything.
okay. I'm gonna keep my eye out.
So do we want to systematically look through the city or just go to where we think they might be?
Let's all split up.
That's a fantastic idea.
It always works. Well, I think we've got. Do you want to? You're talking about doing like a
It's
sweep, Sanka?
let's do this. As you guys going from point A to point B, when you're deciding where you're going to, pick one person that's going to be kind of like your person that's looking for anything of interest, and that role will take place throughout that, and that journey from point A to point B. Otherwise, we'll just get stuck in the minutia of like, I'll check this building next. I check this building.
What about putting a big red X over the places we've already been?
Uh,
Why does it have to be red?
It has to be red. I've seen that.
I
everywhere.
can mark stuff, to show where you've explored and everything.
It's racist.
Well, so Sanka, I think you were suggesting like a sort of a sweep. I'm assuming like left to right or something.
Well, I mean, we can just go to the ones that look obvious and hopefully get them, or we could just go to the left of that big road and go north and then come back down just to the right side of the big road and then over. But
Mm-hmm.
what Rathan said, those are
Are you
two.
giving country directions?
You're gonna hit the big tree, take a left.
Up to the Piggly Wiggly?
Well, what
Up
part?
the whole road?
I like what Sanka's saying. I'm also looking at the map. I'm trying to figure out how we would get across this waterfall.
Ooh, that area looks fun.
Pretty much everything in the square you guys have scouted and searched pretty good. So, if Sanka, if you and Danyo are probably leading the group through here, I'll let one of you roll like a perception advantage or something to kind of spot things as you guys are going through here.
Well, as of right now, we're still with Dagon's plan of going to check out that building, just because we haven't come
Okay.
up with anything official otherwise.
That's fine. So between you and Blues, one of you roll perception at advantage. I'll let you guys
No
decide.
rolling ones.
Or you both can roll it you each can roll it, and we'll take the higher of the two.
Go ahead, Daniel. Roll it with advantage.
No, you roll it with advantage. I rolled last time. You'll probably get a better one than me.
You
I was right.
suck. Shit.
You did get a better roll than me.
All right. Yeah. So you guys are making your way towards the river, then, I take it?
Well, let's. Now that I'm seeing the bigger picture here, like that area that you squared off.
Yeah.
Let's just move that search pattern like directly above it.
Oh, so take it out in squares?
Yeah, we could like work our way up, and then we'll move to the right and work our way down.
So basically, this is going to be here. Let's do this. So basically, what you're going to be able to okay, so this square represents like 200 square feet, which I'm going to say you guys will be able to investigate within an hour.
Okay. So 4 hours to do like a full block.
Right.
Okay. Is that one encounter chance per hour or more?
Guess we'll find out.
I'm squeamish of random encounters for a while.
So instead of just checking this one rectangle, then we'll check this square here, with the rectangle being the bottom left corner of the square.
Say it again.
So put the square with the pin in the bottom left corner of it.
I think we're going to try and make the square bigger.
Yeah, but like we would investigate this within an hour instead of just checking out this one building, like we did.
Yeah. So so basically you guys came to the corner down here, you looked at this building, now you're kind of investigating the rest of this area. That'll be, as you're making your way up towards the river. I guess you're trying to make your way to like there essentially. Make sense?
Uh-huh.
All right. So so Sanka, you and Daniel was not really helpful much, but you
Typical.
Daniel's like, "Oh, look, this fancy looking vine growing up on this building here. It's got these he just rambles on about some plan or something."
To be
And
fair,
Dragon threatens to strangle him with the vine.
it is the coolest rectangle I've ever seen.
Yeah. So as you make your way, you get close to the water, and you kind of glance across the river, and you can see another roadway that kind of sits up off the ground, kind of like the roadway that you had on this side of the water that heads north. And then you see to the east of you, you can see a fallen tree that kind of bridges the river ahead. It's it I mean, it stretches probably more than 100 feet across the river, and it's a little bit wider than probably the length of a normal person. And you can just see on the side you're on, and then on the far side you just see ruined buildings.
Let's keep going north. We'll come back.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay, and so
Well, we gotta search that block to the left.
Okay, we can go left.
Well, so if we want to get over this road in the middle, we have to use stairs somewhere, right?
you can climb it. I mean, it's not like it's super high.
Oh, okay. So who's leading us over to that square?
Just same people. Please, just roll.
Your turn, Daniel.
Yay.
Oh,
All right.
oh, I didn't get my advantage because I just rolled a d20. Not
No.
advantage, my bonus. Do you want me to actually roll perception?
No, it's high enough. As you're scouting through these buildings, most of them over here are also ruined. You don't find anything of note in these buildings here.
And I'm still keeping an eye out from before because I want to see if something is very loud. I'm sure it's also pretty big, so I want to keep an eye out and see if I see anything walking over the
Right.
housetops.
Okay. Yeah, you guys glance in the buildings, most everything. You see some kind of random like lizards and stuff, little creatures scurrying about, but nothing that looks threatening of any kind.
Can't you talk to animals?
I think I do. No. That was part of the other sharpshooter build.
Jeez.
I can conjure animals, which is much cooler, but less useful in this
You're
situation.
officially fired from the Rangers Guild.
So right now it's probably around.
Wait, are Rangers, don't they use divine magic?
They're wisdom
We
based.
tried to
Yeah.
fire him from the Paladin Guild too.
Do they do Rangers memorize spells or prepare spells?
They just know them. They can cast.
So the next time he takes a break, he can choose commune with animals or whatever.
Can I?
Yeah, that's what paladins and clerics do. I assume Rangers divine is preparation. You just know the
Correct.
spells, but you can only know or prepare a certain amount.
You know them all. You
per
just
day.
prepare the ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I've heard about that with the paladin, but I hadn't read anything about that with this guy. At least not in the stuff I've read.
All right. So Sanka starts making his way north. Sanka, you can go ahead and make the rolls this time. All right.
Nice.
Sanka, you kind of start making your way through some of these ruined buildings, and you spot ahead of you. You spot a kind of an abandoned campsite. You see torn backpacks and rotted gear that's littering the ground around three molding tents. At the center of the camp, you see a scrap of dirty yellow cloth that hangs from a crude wooden flagpole.
How close is the nearest body? Or, well, I mean, just like, is it, a couple steps, or is it further?
Yeah, there's no, you don't see any bodies.
I thought you said there were. Oh, you said there was gear.
Yeah. Rotted gear.
Rotted gear. I'm sorry.
Does the yellow flag have a symbol or words on it? Or yellow cloth?
Give me a like a history, I guess, maybe.
I'm the last person to do that.
Yeah, nothing that makes any type of reason to you.
I was just asking if there was a symbol.
Beat that.
You, Dagan, you heard of some adventurers called the Company of the Yellow Banner.
Were they lost?
Yeah, they haven't. You haven't. They've not been heard of for at least 6 months.
I found them.
So I was looking through to see if I had the speak with animal. I haven't found anything yet, but I did find that I apparently have rope trick, and I didn't know.
Oh, that's the ultimate spell, bro.
Dude, it's so cool. But yeah, I got that at.
It's a get out of jail free card for at least an hour.
Apparently, I got that at 5th level.
Is that building of note in any way?
No. This it's kind of is overgrown with the underbrush and vines and stuff.
It's a level 1 spell, bro. It's called Speak with Animals.
I know what the spell is.
You have it. Just don't have it prepared.
Does our friend know about the yellow banner?
I just told you about it.
Are you guys doing anything at the camp here, or moving on? Or
Sokka will search it, see if there's anything of value or buried or anything like that.
Any journals or anything?
All right. Give me an investigation roll, please. Anybody else searching?
Yeah, I'll look too.
He will just more or less stand guard.
Fail.
Daniel, you inside one of the like moldy backpacks, you do find a piece of parchment.
Ooh. What does it say?
Uh,
Whoever
you
reads
go.
this dies.
Oh, it's in some sort of foreign language. I can't read this.
Oh, good lord, that's some freaking cursive from hell.
This is Rue. Denlin has led on the eye of the Zoltak. The old goat found an obelisk to the north that marks the entrance to the tomb of the 9 gods. The eye must be within, but the door is magically locked. We think the secret to the opening it lies in the holy shrines. We're headed into the ruins to check them out. God's willing, we'll be back tonight. Raz Ensi serpent people are on the prowl, so be careful. If you get into trouble, sound the swan horn twice, and we'll come running for the yellow banner, Lord Brixton.
Ooh. Does it look like there's a horn around here?
You don't see one though.
Oh, I tuck that away for later. So it sounds like other people are after the squares.
Yeah, it does sound like that. And from what Orvex mentioned too about the Red Wizards, they were also looking for them.
And the lizard people.
Correct. Except they're not lizard, they're snake.
Snake people.
Yanti.
Very insensitive. So that's 3 other groups. Guys, we could probably just sit back and wait for them to get the other one. Then they have to come to us, right?
It doesn't work that way.
Why?
Because it's not in the script.
Oh.
Okay, shall we head to the east?
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead and roll perceptions.
That's you, son. Nice.
Okay. So as you're investigating, looking in the buildings here, towards the probably the end of the hour, it's probably getting close to 2 o'clock in the afternoon now, roughly. You do spot right where that arrow is, at the northern end of your search grid. You do spot something that resembles a shrine.
Well, I'll stealth in and take a look-see.
So you see cracked monoliths flank the entrance to this ruin. Saw-edged ferns grow in the courtyard between broken flagstones. A pair of stone doors provide an entry to a large, flat-roofed ruin.
I'll walk up very carefully and check for traps by the doors.
Okay, 1 second.
Dagon, do you have both of the cubes right now?
Both of the what?
We got the cubes or the stone things from the temples, and you have both of them, right?
Both of what?
Cubes.
The puzzle cubes.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. I am strangely compelled to believe him.
Is it supposed to be grayed out?
You should be able to see some stuff, yeah.
I can't see diddly. I have the Keegan virus.
No, it's just that potato you're using, Mia.
See that?
There we go.
It's for some reason it just doesn't detect for some reason initially. Sculptural reliefs decorate the doors of the shrine. The carvings show a horned rabbit charging a small, feral-looking bear with sharp claws. A cuneiform message is etched above the doors. Looks to be in Amawin, perhaps. So Orvex kind of walks up, takes a look at it, says, Ilgen teaches us to take the path least expected.
Ilja. So does that mean go in through the back?
Huel will walk up to the doors and try them.
They seem open.
I'll swing them open with gusto.
Okay.
Are we on the map?
No. I
Okay.
get you. Okay. So in front of you, a 10-foot wide hallway strikes off into the gloom. Carved tiles depicting various beasts decorate the hallway floor. This is what the floor looks like, except you are at the far right.
Okie dokie.
Are all
I'll,
4 tiles able to be stepped on from the far right?
I got an idea.
what's your idea? Because Hugh's going to pull out his oar and reach out and push one of them.
Unicorn, zebra.
That's obviously.
No, we have to go across in some kind of pattern.
Are they looking? I want to look around and see if there are any carvings that match the shapes here, or the animals.
Say it again.
I just want to look around for anything that matches like these animals, maybe like carving on a wall, statues. And then like all the other places have been animal gods. So is there anything indicating what kind of
Got
animal
it.
this was?
These don't look like any of the gods.
What'd you get, Dagon?
Is there any way to rotate this?
I wish.
Okay. Hold on. I gotta lay on my side here and look at the monitor.
Yeah.
Finally, playing this game on a laptop has its advantages.
Digging, I think you
Okay.
said
I think I do. I found a way across that
is it using the
each
fly
step.
spell?
No, it's each step doesn't cross over the same animal. So it's a new animal every step. I think it's. I'm just assuming here. I could be completely fucking wrong, but there is a pattern.
I say go for it, man. Your instinct has been good so far.
Well, I don't know. Is that a hippo?
Oh, okay.
Um,
So
maybe.
on the first line, it's a rabbit, that's a warthog,
No,
giraffe, and a zebra.
is that what? That's a warhog?
That's
Oh, it
totally a
is.
warthog.
Okay.
I thought it was a beetle at first.
Hey, I don't know if this is anything, but the one on the very left is that the only one that doesn't have any repeat animals?
There's a repeat of everything.
Now, if you look at the
I see
very
what you're
left
saying.
and go straight,
Oh, okay. Unicorn, giraffe, warthog, mosquito. I mean, dragonfly, monkey, zebra, tiger, eagle. Huh.
Bald
Yeah.
eagle.
Yeah, it doesn't repeat. Who volunteers?
I'll go. I have the most health anyway. I take a first step onto the unicorn rabbit.
Right there.
Yes, sir.
That's just a scary face.
Yeah, everybody's got a custom picture, but I saw this one. I was like, you know what? That's Daniel.
You wouldn't trust him with your kids.
I
No,
wouldn't trust him with
no, I
anything.
wouldn't. Start moving.
Does anything happen here?
As you step on the you step down onto the plate, and you feel it kind of. It makes like a. I mean, it gives just a little bit, but nothing happens.
I step forward onto the giraffe.
This can't be that easy, though.
Of course it isn't.
Just a second.
I'm trusting you guys.
I told you unicorn, giraffe.
You
Oh, you
wanna
did.
die.
I should have listened to Roth. Or Roth, I'm sorry.
Keep walking until he tells you die.
He said hold on, so I'm waiting.
Yeah, I'm actually trying to find the actual puzzle key.
Oh god.
I
It
got the
requires
guidance
a key, it's not
spell.
a straight line.
Is there one?
Abort. I haven't taken my finger off the token yet, so I can technically still move.
Okay.
I'm thinking you have to do diagonal steps all the time. It's fun.
Yeah, so you feel it kind of give a little bit there, and nothing happens.
Oh shit. Alright guys. Do we want to
Go.
keep pressing this or do we want to look
Go.
around?
Go.
Hugh will follow.
Oh god, don't follow.
Don't follow.
Yeah, let it just be one of us if it's any of us.
Same thing.
Step.
I'm stepping. Let a man step.
Same thing. Same thing. Same thing.
A loud click.
Same thing.
All or nothing.
As you step on that puzzle cube,
No.
you hear another loud click,
God.
and nothing happens.
And I
It
step
seriously
one
cannot
more.
have been that easy. That's hilarious.
The human
Wow.
brain is capable of recognizing a pattern in anything. Y'all did an amazing job. See, this is why I trust my team.
Well, I got a pattern that zigzagged all over the map, but I didn't even notice that one on the left.
It's because your instinct took charge here. That's what's important. Well, I don't regret trusting my team here. I'll take the final step forward.
Okay.
No, don't go forward, go left.
Well, Hugh will now follow in.
And Sanka behind Hugh.
Me too.
Okay, so Daniel, you step into and you see a hallway. It goes left and right. Inside inside this hallway. It's very dusty and like cobwebs are lurking across, in different areas. And you see, it looks like it's pretty dark in here. So unless you light up a torch or you'll be using your dark vision.
I'll light my lantern.
Okay.
Oh shit! Sorry, my push to talk stopped working. Hang on, before you light that, can I use my dark vision and peek down the hall here? I think I see further in the dark than I do during with light.
I don't remember. Do you avoid the? I think you can see farther, but you still have the penalty to perception checks, right?
Yes.
Okay.
With
So
umbral sight?
what?
Yeah, I don't see anything about
If it
avoiding
doesn't
anything.
say that you negate that, you will
Umbral
still have a
sight's the only reason I
disadvantage.
see in the dark.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it's just a fancy name for saying you have dark vision.
Yeah, yeah.
You see the hall kind of snakes around.
Okay, guys, it looks like a path or something down here. Light might be advantageous if you want to go ahead with that, Sanka.
Can I control Malik? I won't suicide him.
Should be able to.
You're gonna suicide him.
I would never do that. Only if I was NPCing you.
No, I trust you. I think you do a great job.
Hey, Sanka's moving real carefully. He's got his lantern in one hand, his 10-foot pole in another.
Okay.
Sanka and his trusty 10-foot pole.
I guess. Yeah. Give me. Uh, perception check as you're moving through.
Can I go with him and help him? since I did suggest to go down there?
Sure.
You'll fall behind. Battle axe at the ready.
Okay.
Are those cobwebs?
Yeah, it's cobwebs in front of you. Yep.
I'll knock them down with my pole and then move through. And is that an opening north and south?
It looks like it from where you're at.
Yeah, I'll peek my head around the corner.
Okay. Looks like the hallway extends to the north around the corner and south. And looks like there's another corner to the south.
It's a goddamn maze. Where's a Minotaur when you need him?
Oh god, don't say that, man. Remember, we had to fight something in every other one of these we've been to so far. Dagon's right though. This is looking like a maze. We might be better off with the small scouting party. Kind of
What
move
would you
through quicker.
consider small?
What? I mean, 1, 2, 3. I don't want to split up though.
Malhay!
Yeah, just a suggestion, not a fully fleshed out idea.
So you see a tunnel that leads north of you there, Sanka. Looks like it has a intersection, a T intersection ahead.
Again, I'll look left and right.
Okay. See a tunnel that goes to the south.
Does that end there?
There's a wall there, yeah. See, maybe some kind of dusty carvings on there.
Ooh, what kind of card?
You step there, and just as you're about ready to step into that square, you notice with your stick as you're tapping, it sounds a little bit more hollow. You hear like the normal stone sound of your stick that's tapping, and then as it reaches, right before the wall, you hear it just kind of go hollow, like. Clook, clook, clook.
I'll back up.
Okay.
Can you put an X on that hollow spot?
Let's mark it there for you.
Is that where the carvings are? If I peek down the hall.
There's some carvings down there, but it's you can kind of make out just looking. They're very old, and most of it's been lost to time.
Okay.
Right, so you see another T intersection to the north of you. You can make out just to the northeast, it looks like a door.
Hey, Roth, come on up. There's a door.
Perfect.
Yeah, let's clear out the areas that are around here first before we open doors.
Go for it.
I'll just peek down this hole.
I'll roll a perception check as I'm walking into that corner. Looking at the stone for traps and anything like that.
Sure, go for it. See a hallway, and at the end of the hallway, this looks like it's a wall, and you can see some kind of scratched marking on there.
Hey, Sonka, I see some
I
scratches on
know,
this
right?
wall. Maybe you want to have a
Kill
closer
all of
look at it.
them.
It's a trap.
Oh, maybe they fell through the floor and they scratched it. Nice.
Well, all right.
Only
So
one way to find out.
yeah, I almost did last game. Fucking look at their Roth down. They took a short rest and had to roll a bunch of hit die. All right, Daniel, you see some markings on the wall in the back there as well.
Another trap.
So slowly, methodically, you're making your way through the labyrinth here.
I'm so nervous.
Doo-doo. Doo-doo.
And a Minotaur.
Oh my god.
And you spot a door.
Woo. Door.
Kick it in.
And you spot a dead end.
Is there any markings or anything?
Yeah, you can make out some kind of writing there.
Can I decipher it?
Not from where you're at. It's too small.
You probably have to step on that square there.
Can I smack the floor with my sword? Does it sound hollow?
It does have a hollow sound to it.
I don't want to step there. All right, we will make our way to the party.
All right. So, Sanka, before you is a door, a very plain-looking door, actually. Nothing stands out about it.
Can we hear each other through the labyrinth from a distance?
Yeah, it's pretty. I mean, the sound's kind of echoing through here.
Your screams will carry.
Hey, Rathan, why don't you go to the other door, and then on the count of 3, we'll open them together.
Sure.
Okay.
That could definitely be done, Mile.
One, two, three.
I wait 3 seconds for an explosion, then I open my door.
The doors open. They are not locked.
I shoot the thief. And there's a pedestal.
There is a
There a cube on
pedestal,
top?
and you see in the center of this room there's a shaft of light that's spilling natural light from a tiny square hole in the ceiling. It's beaming down onto a carved stone pedestal. An ornate stone cube rests on its surface. Yeah, definitely. Well,
Huh.
I'll give you some. I got a couple good ideas for you,
I
Mike.
Well, this
thought
is
we
the
were-
easiest one yet. Just go grab it.
And I thought we were gonna fight a minotaur.
I already got 2. It's yours.
Sonk will check around the pedestal, and if it looks safe, he'll grab the cube.
All right, roll perception for me.
Do that thing where you wave your hand in front of the light.
You do not see anything that looks trapped.
Okay, I'll. Is this one of the other puzzle cubes? Looks like one of them.
As you pick it up, you see this on the cube.
Is it a cube or is it a slab?
It's a cube. It's got this on
Okay.
all 4 sides.
Oh, okay. It's a
You see
picture of a bunny.
A rabbit with like a unicorn horn on the top.
That's probably going to attack us on our way out.
I start running and screaming, saying there's a big bad monster coming.
Yeah, I pick up on that and I go too. I shout to Hugh and Roth, "Run, you fools!"
All right, so you guys start making your way back out through the labyrinth.
Oh, good luck with the thing again.
Yeah, you guys make your way out. Hugh,
Oh,
as you
we just
step
leave?
out into the courtyard, you notice something move in the bushes to the east of you. For a second you see it sitting there. You see this little rabbit sitting there, and then it scurries away into one of the bushes, and you don't see any more movement.
It's got fangs like this.
That's one
Wow.
horny rabbit.
I'm just starting to realize what some of the carvings in the walls might have been. Why
And
would
you guys,
he write "ah"?
yeah.
So it just disappeared on me. Just bounced away.
Yeah, you saw it. It looked like it was right below like one of the bushes, and you saw it, and it saw you kind of at the same time, and it looked at you for a second, and then it kind of darted off into the bushes.
Would I have had time to take a swing with my battle axe at it?
No, it was you kind of both were caught unawares, and it darted off.
Oh, it's so cute.
It was probably like, it was had some distance on you. It was probably 10 feet away or so.
Hassenpfeffer on a stick.
Well, I'll join Hugh outside. Sounds like a nice place.
Cool. Can I see anything else kicking around or
Give me a perception roll,
notice
please.
any? Okay. Sweet.
As you're looking, trying to look in the same spot you saw the creature disappear there, the little rabbit, and this little dragonfly kind of starts flying around your head, and it lands on your nose, and you're like looking at it cross-eyed, watching this thing on the tip of your nose.
And you strain your eyes.
Then you go to try to smack it. and it flies off, and you smack your face.
Take 8
Perfect.
points of damage.
Damn.
All right, so
You feel satisfied knowing that probably would have killed it had you hit it?
yeah.
Because you should.
Yes.
All right, so it's I'm gonna say it's probably close to 3 o'clock by now. You've got a couple more hours of daylight.
Do we know about the rabbit?
I don't know. Did Hugh tell you?
I
know
think
about
I would. I think I would have said something, although I would have left out the slapping
Search
my
the
own
area
face.
to the west.
What I mean, did you get a good look at it to know that it looked like the picture?
DM, did I get a good enough look?
It did look very similar to the carved stone, but as you've kind of experienced these shrines, you've come to notice that you've noticed that whatever shrine that you visit, there seems to be like the wildlife that's around here seems to kind of mimic what the shrine is, whether it's some kind of magical thing or or just nature.
And
you don't know.
and so far, the wildlife, even mimicking, has been pretty innocuous.
Yeah, I mean, I think you guys fought what was it? I think it
The
was
froggy moth.
The frog and
the frog and the Kamadams.
yeah.
Those did fight you, yeah. But this didn't appear to it just scurried off,
Okay.
Can I mean, if Hugh told me he saw something and it scurried off that looked like the thing, I'd want to look for a track.
Sure. Give me a perception roll or survival probably.
Oh my, seriously?
You do see some tracks, but it's really hard to follow. It's kind of where it kind of scurried off into. It's very dense.
It must have been a very light creature. Well, we'll find it next time, Hugh. Sorry about that, bud.
He just shrugs.
All right. So this was at the edge of your search grid, so you probably want to continue searching the grid that you're currently in.
Yeah.
All right. Sonko, I think it's Daniel's turn.
Okay. Hang on. I rolled nature. I'm sorry.
Hey, Ice.
Yes.
Do I need to create an item for my backpack of the cube, or are you just keeping track of that?
Thanks. Hold on. I'll drop it in there. Okay. Yeah, and Orvex, you show it to Orvex before you pocket it and put it in your backpack, and Orvex explains that it's the puzzle cube of Ilgen. Igen, I guess. Igen. I''Gin. So Daniel, nothing else of note in this grid. You kind of scout around. A lot of it's kind of overtaken by kind of swampy, marshy water from the river that comes down here. That's kind of breached its banks.
Looking at the water ahead, does it look like it's moving fast, or the body of water there?
No, it's not fast. It's not moving fast now. It's kind of, I mean, you see along the, you look off to the east and you can see there along the eastern shore. It does look like the water's moving a little bit faster there, but where you're at, it's kind of, it's moving, but it's not fast.
Okay.
All right.
So what do I see in the water there? Is it just like old ruins or?
Yeah, I mean, it's buildings that you can tell it's same type of buildings architecture that you've been going through and seeing, and it's just that they've kind of sunken into the water's kind of overtaken them, and they've just over time have sunken down into the swampiness here.
Alrighty then.
All right, you guys continuing the search
Oh yeah.
to the west?
Well, so this square would have been 12 hours, right?
12 hours? What?
You said it was 4 hours per square? Oh no, I'm sorry. It's 1 hour per square and then 4. I got it. Sorry.
Yeah. Just you search through this square. It takes 1 hour. I mean, it's not like you're not um you're walking through trying to find anything of note. You're not spending a whole lot of
Yeah,
time, but you're just glancing through.
I forgot that it was a bigger square earlier. That was my fault. But yeah, definitely to the east,
Next square, no west.
west, west, west.
All right, Daniel, you're up.
I just confused east and west. You sure you want me to roll this?
Or I'm sorry, Daniel, you did the last one if Sanka was up.
Oh, I did.
Rolling out advantage, Joe.
Yeah, roll again. You guys are
I
assisting each
know. I
other.
clicked advantage. It didn't go.
Okay. In some of these buildings here, they not some of them aren't as crumbled as others, but as you guys look through them, you're not finding anything that's standing out as anything of note.
Do any of the locations we spotted seem to be a good defensible place to spend the night?
The ones to the northern side of the grid here seem, like I said, the buildings themselves aren't as decayed. So you feel pretty confident that this one would be, if you were to make a defensible spot, could be decent.
Okay, let's keep going.
North.
Sure.
Am I rolling this one?
Yep.
Yeah. Why is my square not moving? All right. So you guys start making your way north. Daniel, you spot an overturned wagon that's kind of in the middle of the buildings here up to the north. It's overturned, and you see like rotting flower petals that litter the ground around it, and you see a bee's nest in one of its wheels, broken wheels. And freshly cut garland of jungle flowers hangs from the wagon's tongue.
Hmm. If any of you guys like flowers, there's a bunch of flowers up there with some bees.
Daniel, you notice the area. You're kind of in the courtyard area, right in there. You notice the area around here is unusually high, with like plant life. It's lush, very lush.
It seems a lot greener around here, everyone. Uh, can I tell if it feels more dense one direction or another?
It seems like the closer you get to the wagon, the more lush it becomes.
All right. Well, I did the puzzle there. If somebody wants to go investigate the wagon, I'm all for it.
I'll
Saki, you've
do
got
it.
that 10-foot pole. Oh, Dagon.
I just walk right up to it.
Okay.
Watch out for the bee.
So you walk up to it. It's kind of interesting. You see, like I said, you see these like jungle flowers, like kind of strung together, and there's quite a few of them. They're like just draped over the tongue of the wagon here. Looks almost like some kind of offering of some sort.
Huh. Oh, in my inventory, for some reason, I still have some up to fruit. Is it still good?
No.
Damn it. I don't want to mess with the offering. Is it on the wagon?
Yeah, they're like draped onto the tongue of the wagon.
Okay, I'll just walk around the wagon, see what I see.
Give me a perception roll. There's a kind of a very prominent scent of honey.
Ooh, I look for the honey.
I mean, there's a bees on the wheel. There's a bee's nest on the wheel, but just the smell of it, the smell of honey is very prominent, like more so than you would think that nest would actually give out. But you see something kind of from underneath the wagon, like at the back of the wagon as you're kind of walking around. You see like it's like some kind of stone that sits underneath the wagon.
Okay, move the stone.
So you get down, you're looking at it. It's kind of half buried. It's covered in moss. It's half buried in the mud underneath the wagon. And you see concentric rings of inscriptions cover its surface, some written in common and some other etched in like a jagged uniform.
From common, draconic, elvish, or infernal. It was any of them. other than common?
Some of it's in common. That you can read. It says,
What does it say?
Queen Napaka proclaims that the free people of Amu fear nothing. Brave new gods protect us, as Ubtao did before, but does no longer. Omu will rise again, and Napaka shall reclaim all that is hers by the right of conquest.
Okay. All right, I'll walk away. I don't have anything naturous, so I'll just throw a couple coins onto the offering.
Okay, so you drop a couple coins.
Right. Where to next?
So you kind of turn around and you look at Hugh, and Hugh, you see in Hugh, you see something. Hugh's kind of sitting there looking at you, and kind of out from Hugh's beard, like between his beard, you see like a little face appear.
Oh,
Whoa.
And it's a kind of a white face, no distinct features on it. You were with the party when they met the Naga, right? The Guardian Naga that told you about
Yeah.
Omu. Okay, so you recognize this. You've seen these creatures before.
Oh,
And as it looks at you, it kind of tilts its head and
a wave.
Hugh, you kind of glance down and you see the creature kind of looks up at you from your beard.
I try to smack.
So as you go to kind of smack it, it disappears into your beard.
Don't hit it. It's a beard fairy.
And as
Brings great luck.
you're feeling
kinda,
around
like,
in your
trying to-
beard, you're feeling around in
Yeah.
your beard, and you don't feel it at all. It doesn't seem like there's anything there.
It's on your head now.
Oh, you get a new buddy, Hugh?
I just. Oh.
Dagon, you kind of notice everybody kind of looking at you now, and everybody, you notice that the creature's now like sitting on Dagon's shoulder.
Dagon! You caught him! Good job, buddy.
Do I feel him on my shoulder?
No.
But I just shouted to you that he was. You caught him with your shoulder.
Okay, I look over.
Yeah, you look. I mean, yeah, you see everybody kind of looking at you, and you glance over, and you see him sitting on your shoulder.
I don't know what language they speak, but maybe they speak Elvish. I just say hello in Elvish.
It looks up at you, and it's like tilts its head, and his head kind of rattles again, looking at you. There's no audible sound. It's just, like the head kind of shakes, like in Princess Mononoke, if you ever saw that.
Yeah.
What about Sylvan? Can I say hi in Sylvan from a distance?
Sure.
Hello.
Turns to you and does the same thing.
I got a new buddy. I offer him some hardtack.
What's hardtack?
Field rations.
Yeah, just like it holds it and then just throws it on the ground.
My thoughts exactly. All right. So, we camping or what are we doing?
I'm just amazed that you're not interacting with the little guy anymore.
I'm sure he'll interact when he feels like it.
I guess it is late at this point, isn't it?
It's probably, yeah. The sun's very deep into the west now, and actually the side of Omu that you're on currently is already in the shade. The eastern side is still you can still see sun on the eastern side of the cliffs and stuff over there, but the western side is in shadow now.
I guess we'll set up camp.
As we're setting up, I'll look over to Sanka and I'll say, you know, I feel just the slightest bit of relief that we only heard the loud roar from that whatever that monster is once today. I just bring myself a little bit of comfort in that. Maybe he's far away somewhere.
Or maybe he's behind you.
Um,
Sanka doesn't know how to respond to that.
Dagon, the little creature kind of stands up on your shoulder now, and as you're looking at it, it's standing on your shoulder, and it reaches its little hand out, touches your nose, and you feel like a little bit of energy. Doesn't hurt. It just you feel like energy, like go across your nose, and you feel it kind of penetrate into your body.
Oh, it just stole my soul.
And it turns its head and shakes its head again, and then
or maybe it's giving you one.
Ooh. And then it starts climbing down, and then it makes its way over towards the wagon again. And as it gets close, you see the bees that come out of the nest there, and they start following the little guy, and he walks in and goes underneath the wagon.
No.
Cool. All right, bedtime.
All right, so you guys are making camp in this area then?
Yeah. Seems like a semi-holy place, I guess.
I'll take first watch.
All right. I need to refill my drink and run to the restroom, so it'll take like a couple minutes.
Perfect.
All right, we'll be right back then.
so creepy.
And the entire time you're on watch, I will meditate and stare right at you.
Don't do that. Meditation freaks me out. That's so. How can you sit and not think about anything? That's so. What? That's impossible. It's called sleeping.
Nope. Eyes wide open.
Impossible, I say. How tall is Dagon?
I maxed myself out, so I think I'm 6 foot.
Nice. I'm like 5'9".
All my characters are tall, no matter what.
I was gonna make him 5'10", but then I thought, no, 5'9".
99% of the time, I'm either playing a human or a dragonborn. This is the very first time I ever strayed from that path.
I think so far I've always done half elf. Now I'm a human variant. Half elf is so much better.
What about your
Nah,
Minotaur?
the human variant is pretty badass if you pick the
It's
right
good.
feats for him.
I mean, I like it. I'm enjoying the character. Human variant's good. Anything's better than just human, though.
Oh yeah, my Minotaur is like way off my usual track.
If we're still waiting for folks to get back, could I ask what the difference between a minotaur and a centaur is?
Yes.
Yeah, you can ask. And you did.
That's fair. I mean, I could just Google it, but I figured just to ask.
A centaur is it has a human torso, I mean upper body, and then a horse's lower body.
And a minotaur has the legs of a man and the upper
No.
body of a horse.
No,
It's a terrible creature.
It's reverse centaur. Nobody likes reverse centaur. No, minotaur is just a man-shaped bull, basically.
Oh, okay. So one's a horse and
A
one's a bull.
bipedal bull.
Yeah.
Oh, I get you. Okay, I see.
Argus
now.
won't let me play the real minotaur. I thought he was cool. They're only like 18 feet tall, and
Oh,
You
that'd
would
be
just
cool.
get stuck everywhere.
You know he's right.
All right, everybody
You'd
back?
just be stuck outside.
my coolest character, though, I have to take it back. I did play one off the wall character. I actually played. Well, the DM rolled up my character and just told me to play it. And he said, "Well, what do you want to be?" And I said, human paladin." So technically, I was a human paladin, but in all actuality, I was a gold dragon that was polymorphed, and he forgot his true form. So
I don't know. I think Dagon's
that was pretty
cool.
interesting.
To be honest, totally in character in the group, Dagon scares the shit out of me.
He should.
In like a good way. I mean, I trust you. But dude, you're scary.
Which part scares you the most? Is it the ripping the souls out of people's chests and raising the dead?
The random pit of darkness that pops out of nowhere every now and then in the middle of fighting.
With the tentacles of goodiness?
And then like bodies come flying out and shit. I don't know, man. Something about that's unsettling. But yeah, anyways, I'm taking first watch.
All right, first watch, Daniel. A perception roll, please. All right. Insects are pretty bad, but other than that, you don't see anything of note.
Do the insects seem worse than previous nights?
No.
I think somebody would have made a cantrip to get rid of insects.
Oh yeah. All right.
Thunderwave, man.
Yeah.
Fucking
Fucking mosquitoes. All right, Sanka, go ahead and give me a perception roll, please. During the night, or during your watch, nothing seems to be. It goes uneventful. Nothing seems to catch your eye.
I wake up the next guy.
He'll take the.
All right, Hugh, perception roll, please.
All's well.
Yeah. Surprisingly, I mean, during your watch, nothing. You actually spent more time dozing off, so you weren't very perceptive. But luckily, nothing happened during your watch.
Nice.
All right, and Dagan, you're taking the last, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or the last 4.
Absolutely nothing. Yeah, it's pretty uneventful night. Actually, when during the night, you kept glancing over towards the wagon. You would see the little Chewunga guy every once in a while. He would come out and kind of march around the. He would march around the wagon, and it was kind of interesting because anytime he came out from underneath the wagon, you would see the little bees. They'd start following him, and at one time he had like a procession going. He was kind of marching around the outside, and he was kind of doing like a fancy kind of military looking style march where he's raising his knees real high and marching around, and the little bees just would follow him around, like trailing behind him.
No.
And he'd go back underneath his little wagon.
During my watch, I want to make 2 of my potions.
Okay. All right, so you guys get a long rest in.
Yay!
Good job, everybody.
And the sun is now on the western side of where you're currently at. The sun is starting to peek over the edge of the eastern cliffs now and starting to illuminate the little courtyard area you're currently in. And the birds and a lot of the fauna around here that's starting to wake up and is starting to make a lot more noise. So it seems like the city is waking up. What would you guys like to do?
Enjoy the sun.
We will searcheth the easteth.
Talk about our feelings.
I spy a shrine, though. But we'll search the directly east square.
Okay. So you guys are gonna make your way east?
Sure.
All right, Dagon, you can give me perception rolls at advantage, please.
He'll just be kind of looking around for any bad guys.
Okay. You as you walk into this kind of open area over here, you don't see anything that stands out. I mean, you see another another road that's to the east of the little courtyard area, and but the buildings themselves seem empty.
Right. North.
North.
I believe that is a shrine right there.
Who's leading? Who's gonna roll perception?
Dagon. Oh, you did last time, didn't you? I'll do this one.
Random encounter rolls keep failing. So Daniel, you guys walk across kind of an open little area here, and ahead of you, you see like a little entrance to looks like a shrine, and you see carvings of monkeys hanging by their tails are decorating two cracked obelisks that stand before a shrine enclosed by broken walls. Past the obelisks in a courtyard filled with horsetails and arum lilies, 5 archways open into darkness at the base of the ruin. Mounted above the central arch is a stone plaque bearing a cuneiform inscription.
Cuneiform is what?
It's just like the inscriptions that like the local the Amawin inscriptions, just cuneiform.
Okay. Oh, yeah. It's. Hang
There's an inscription above the archway leading in.
Does Orvex know, or can he understand? Translate for me.
Here, let's get the map up here so you guys can get a visual.
I think I've asked this question before, but refresh my memory. Muin isn't the same as Cholton, right?
Yeah, it's sort of similar. You can do rough translations of it, but there's some oddities to it.
Would I be able to recognize
Trolls seduce in the inscription.
the symbols or whatever?
It's sort of, you can make out some of it, but you're not proficient with it, and it takes you a while. You got to study it. I mean, as far as study, I mean, you would have to spend a lot of time and try to figure it out.
Oh, okay. So I'm assuming just a couple hours kind of thing?
No, but I mean, Orvex, Orvex is proficient with it. He can go up and read it quite quickly.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize you could.
Yeah, he's your little NPC guy that you found.
My apology. Continue on.
Who are we missing? You.
I'm not seeing the map.
Oh. There you go.
Thank you.
Oh, cool.
All right, so there's the 2 obelisks here, and then the 5 archways that open into darkness at the base of the ruin. And then there's an above the archway in the center one is where you see the inscription.
And what does Orvik say it reads?
He looks up at it, kind of squints his eyes. Better to be Wongo's friend than his enemy.
Who's Mongo?
Wongo is one of the trickster gods, he says to you.
Is he a big monkey?
He smiles. Nods his head.
Ah.
All right, so you peer into this corridor. And at the back of this corridor, you can see like a 10-foot tall stone statue of an evil-looking monkey. It's balancing on its tail atop of a stone dais in the middle of a large chamber. The statue's limbs are splayed with hands and feet cupped. On the wall behind the statue, you can kind of make out a sculpted relief. It's like something on the relief back there.
Okay.
Malik sees down his.
You can see as far as me.
So let me see. He sees just a tunnel that goes down, and at the end of the tunnel, looks like there's some kind of alcove at the end of the tunnel there. You see, yeah, down at the end of the corridor, just kind of a little alcove area.
I'm just gonna move along each of these and peek up.
All right, Hugh, you look down yours, and it looks like it goes down for ways, and then it kind of curves off to the left.
Okay.
Looks similar to the other one you looked at, Dagon. That one goes down, and you see it curve off to the right.
Huh. Wait.
All right. So you make your way down down there. Let's see. At the end of that corridor, when you get down there, you see like a moldy stone mask that kind of juts into the wall. And above it, you see an inscription, but you can't read what it says.
Crap. Summon a translator.
Orvek.
All right, so Orvex makes his way down there. Looks at the inscription, and the vulture is lucky to be alive. Okay, so you make your way to the end of that one. And another mask juts into the wall, and more language inscriptions. Orvex goes and reads this one. It says, "My only friend starved to death."
What was the first one again about the vulture?
The vulture is lucky to be alive. Above this one, this one has one of the others has no friends.
Okay. And reverse to the other end.
And this one, I ate one of the boar's friends.
Okay. Crap. Yeah. Oh, let's see if I die horribly. Let's see if I could see anything from this side. If I could identify the mask.
So as you enter the room, you can make out. Let's see. 4 masks of painted stone protrude from the walls. They depict the heads of a lion, a zebra, a boar, and a vulture. So to the far left is the lion. To the bottom left is a boar. To the bottom right is a zebra, and to the far right is a vulture. Kind of make out the scripted relief on the back behind the statue now, and it's a monkey-like creature tearing into a giant serpent.
Oh, I got no clue. It sounds scary.
Okay, so starting from the left, working my way down and up and around, it's lion, boar, what?
Lion, boar, zebra, vulture.
Zebra, vulture. Okay. My only. Okay, one of the other.
Seduce the
I
vulture.
ate one of the boar's friends.
With the little dewlap thing that hangs down.
Seems like the lion would be the eater.
Yep.
And if the vulture's alive, that would mean the lion ate the zebra.
No, I think my only friend starved to death. The vulture.
No, the vulture is lucky to be alive. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait.
Here, I'll put these in order for you.
Aren't vultures and lions friends?
So I'm going to put these in order from left to right. So lion, boar, zebra, vulture.
Oh, okay. I ate one of the boar's friends. So who's the boar's friend?
Like a turkey vulture, those fucking ugly ass birds. Ugh.
But the boar says the vulture is lucky to be alive?
The boar says the vulture is lucky to be alive, correct.
Okay.
The masks themselves, you can see that there's openings for eyes, by the way. I don't know if I made that clear or not.
Oh, okay. Is there anything on this blue slab directly north?
That's the carved relief of the wicked-looking monkey fighting serpent.
Oh, okay. And what's this statue of?
The statue is 10-foot tall statue of an evil-looking monkey balancing on its tail atop of like a stone dais there. The chamber is about 20 feet tall. The statue's limbs are splayed with hands and feet. Its hands and feet are cupped.
Like, as in, what do you mean cupped?
Cupped, like like cupping it, like a, holding your hand out, cupped, like you're holding it out,
Like you would be holding water in it,
something like that, yeah.
or masks?
Yeah, just like you holding it out, like you would hold something in your hand.
It's begging.
Hamburgers.
So the inscription read, "It's better to be Wango's friend than his enemy."
Correct.
So who is Wango's friend?
Is it Carl?
That was a bit of a head scratcher.
Yeah, what the heck?
So my memory's not the best. From left to right, what were the animals again?
Lion, boar, zebra, vulture.
Okay.
So the vulture's the only one with a friend. Wait, no.
Puzzles.
So when Dagon was going around those on the outside, there was masks.
Yeah, there's masks that are carved into the walls that had like little eye slits.
Oh. Maybe we're supposed to look through?
Yeah, but I'm trying to. Which one?
Well, Hugh, not being overly intelligent, is going to walk down the hall and go stare it through the eyes of one.
Okay. So you're peering through. You put your face into the mask, and it's kind of moldy, and there's but you're used to that. You're kind of an adventure type anyway. But you peer through. You put your face in. You peer through the eye slits, and you see a ray of blue light that falls onto the left hand of the statue. Appears like it's like coming from like the ceiling, but it beams down and it's falling onto the left hand of the statue.
Interesting. Uh, he was probably pretty excited by seeing colors, he's going to run around to another one and have a look through the eyes.
All right, do you say that to anybody as you're doing that, or what you saw, or no?
I don't know. He sounded pretty excited.
Yeah, I mean, you guys see Hugh
Yeah,
running
tough question.
past.
Are you telling us, Hugh?
Yes.
Oh, well, in that case, I'll go look through one of them too.
All right, so Hugh, you go up to that one. You peer through, and you see a ray of blue light that falls onto the right foot of the statue.
Blue light. Was the other light different color?
Both are blue. Daniel, you peer through that one, and you see a ray of blue light falling from the ceiling onto the right hand of the statue.
I'll say cool, and I'll run around to this one.
In this one, you put your face in, and you see a ray of blue light falling onto the left foot.
So, do the lights disappear when we take our faces out?
Well, only, I mean, you look like Dagan, you don't see the light at all when they're doing this. Like, you put your face into the mask, and when you put your face in, that's when you can see the room and you see the light. But when you pull your face away, you can't see into the room because your face isn't in the
Yeah,
mask.
so I don't know. So
Which
I think I've
way?
activated a light.
Which one did the vulture see? Point to?
Vulture saw the left hand.
I'm gonna study the left hand. Does it? Is it cupped as in it's cupped like it can hold something, or is it cupped?
Yeah, potentially.
Is it? Could it hold a liquid?
Probably. Just give me a investigation roll. You're searching the statue here.
Oh, wow, failure. Oh, I think we need to put something in one of these hands. I think the vulture is the monkey's friend.
Yeah, I think it is too, because
Yeah.
the lion ate one of the boar's friends, who I think is a zebra. The vulture is lucky to be alive, so the boar said that. The zebra said his only friend, oh, maybe not. Never mind.
I'm not sure.
I trust your instinct, Dagon. I think that's right. I was thinking vulture too.
I don't know what to put in it though.
Are the masks removable?
They are not.
Yeah, they're
They're carved in the wall.
What if you just push it down?
I don't think it moves. It needs to hold something.
Well, there are these two other sides to the building. Is there anything down this?
Yeah, it's the outside.
Oh,
Yeah,
look at
just
that.
yeah. It's outside the building.
The hell does a trickster god want?
Was Orvex with you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you called him, didn't you?
He's been following me around identifying the statues.
Bang 2. All right.
I'll ask Orvix, what do you think a monkey god wants?
Looks like it. I mean, it looks like he wants to hold something.
And give it a handshake.
Alrighty.
Put your hand in there. Maybe he just wants to hold your hand. Oh, that's what friends do. They hold hands. And kiss. Kiss him. Hold his hand and kiss him.
All your ideas are dumb.
That's the best one we got so far.
What's better than a
Yeah.
hug, handshake, and a kiss?
Yeah,
That's
really.
what friends do.
Try
Friends
Putting
do
your
not
hand-
hold hands.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't. Let's see. Looking at my inventory. Oh, what a monkey want?
got a banana.
I don't have any bananas. I'll put a gold coin in his hand.
Okay. So you take your coin and you have to kind of climb up a little bit onto the statue to reach, because it's probably 8-9 feet off the ground where his hand is. And you climb up there and you drop a gold coin in his hand, in the left hand there, and you wait a second. Wait a couple more seconds. Wait a couple more seconds, and nothing seems to happen.
Did you try kissing him?
I'm gonna kiss you with my frickin' hammer. Does it look like a cup?
It's cupped. Yeah.
Okay, I'll pour some water in it.
Okay.
As much as it holds, I don't know.
So you start pouring in. You can fit quite a bit in there, actually. And as you're pouring it, out of the corner of your eye, on top of the statue's head, you see a cube appear,
No way.
and you hear kind of a like a snarling voice. It says, "Take the prize and curse your friends, or fight my children to claim it. What is your choice?"
We don't want to fight him.
I don't think any of us heard that.
No, none of you heard it. Just digging.
I yell it out really loud.
Well, don't do the thing that curses us.
Well, y'all better
The
get in here
decision
and get
has
ready
been
for
made, and
Uh-oh.
all of you outside see in all the entrances, portcullises just drop down. Chunk, 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 chunk.
Oh, man.
Well, I'm sitting this one out.
Dagon, in the room you're in, let's see. You see, let's see. All right. Appearing in the room, Dagon, you see 4 4 creatures look like this.
Ew.
They are snarling at you. They're like clinging to the statue right now. I need everyone to roll initiatives, please.
I thought we were gonna make friends.
Dagon, no matter how tempted you are, I don't think you should try hugging these guys first. They look legit.
You'll. I'm just gonna shut up.
We'll get in there, man.
Let's see. All right. So Malik's up. Since you're controlling him, you can do him if you want. You can see through the portcullis.
Okay. He's going to cast Hexo.
Just the front one there.
Yeah. That's a bonus action. I'm going to do my regular attack.
Okay.
Wait, Malik is doing this?
Yes.
God damn it, Malik.
Is that door open?
That's a portcullis, so it's just you can see through it.
And it moves it back 10 feet.
Okay, so it flies off the statue, lands over on the ground.
And that's it for him.
Okay. All right, this guy climbs down the statue towards you, Dagon. And you feel like a mental assault. You're trying to feel like this psychic energy hitting you. I need a wisdom saving throw, please.
Is it charm based?
No.
But sincere.
No, I'm just asking if it's charm because I get advantage on it.
It's a very sincere. All right. Yep. So you resist the force. Okay, Hugh.
Well, there's not much I can do here except run over and I guess attempt to lift up the portcullis.
So you grab it. You try to lift it. It feels like it could be budged, but you exert as much force as you could, and you don't have enough strength by yourself.
Am I able to look around and see if there's any switches or anything else? Because I'm pretty hooped in here.
Yeah, you this turn, no, because you went over and tried to grab and lift up, so it was kind of like your action. But
Okay.
yeah.
Well, I guess I am out of options. Okay.
Sanka.
Sanka will move over here and take the dodge action.
Okay. All right, Dagon.
Monkey butt. Teleporting down here with my racial ability.
Okay.
Then I am dropping
Dropping it
beats.
like it's hot. Interestingly, too, trolls. This guy, Hugh's character is missing. I think his left arm is like a stump, so he's just a one-armed dwarf.
Whew, I'm gonna get caught in that, so I'm going to use some of my movement to go to the edge there.
All right.
And dun 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 dun. Hunger of Hadar.
All right.
Yeah. That's my favorite spell, man.
So whenever they start their turn, they take 2d6 cold damage when they start, and if they end their turn, they take 2d6 acid, but they get a saving throw for that last one.
Okay, so it's not a saving throw to begin with, right?
Correct.
Okay.
And their movement is considered difficult terrain.
Okay. So, just inside this room, just these dark tendrils of black just start swirling around and kind of wrapping around these creatures. All right, anything else? Okay. So take damage right at the beginning.
Yeah, just tell me which one.
This is tall. Sea monster tall. As the black tendrils start assaulting this creature, it moves a little bit here. Kind of goes there. Let's see.
Do you want me to force the save, or do you want to make it with your own rolls?
He actually, I need a wisdom saving throw from you.
Okay.
Hey, did you say your spell is Hunger of Hadar?
Yeah.
Okay, so Dagon, you're trying to, you're focusing on. Is that concentration, by the way?
Let me look.
It is.
It
I'm
is.
looking at it right now. And also, everybody are fully blinded.
Malik and Dagon can both see.
Yep, it's concentration. Do I need to make a concentration save now?
Yeah, so you're gonna as you're trying to focus on your spell and trying to attack these creatures, you feel like this burst of psychic energy hit you, but you can't. You're unable to like resist it, so it does damage to you.
Okay.
So let's see here. 6, 5, 6, 1, 6. Wow.
But don't they have to see me to hit me? with the spell? I mean, I don't know how that even works. I know for attack rolls, it's just disadvantage.
It's a spell. Yeah, one creature it can see. Okay. Yeah. So it would not have been able to see you.
Yay!
Okay. So it's let's see. In that case, it's going to continue its movement,
Oops, sorry.
feeling its way. So it's 30. Damn it.
So is difficult terrain just basically half your movement?
Correct. So you just see him kind of start to make his way, and he just peers out. But that was full double movement.
Okay, he's still on the cuffs of it. So
Yeah.
he has to make a Dex DC 15 save.
Dex what?
DC 15.
Fail.
Alrighty. Daniel.
Okay. I guess to ice. I'm not super familiar with the beasts, but I want to conjure something strong, like a gorilla, if possible, with the conjure animals.
What's the rules for your conjure? I mean,
One beast CR2, two beasts of one CR, four of one half, or eight of one quarter. I have two uses on it left.
okay. So which are you trying to do, like a CR2 or CR1 or?
I was gonna shoot for a CR1. The one I sent you one in
Yeah.
the.
So those are
Is
CR1s.
would that be okay?
Yeah, those are CR1s.
Okay. Yeah, I was looking through like a bestiary. I just didn't see like a gorilla for some reason. But yeah, I will summon two dino friends.
Okay, where are you summoning those at?
I guess one to the left of Malik and one right behind Malik.
Okay. You realize there's portcullises, right?
Well, I was gonna have. Wait, or well, okay. Maybe I missed it. Are they bigger than one tile?
No, but I mean, what do you? I mean, you realize there's portcullises that are blocking the entrance to these tunnels, right?
Right. I wanted to have one of them lift the door open with its massive jaw.
You want to do what?
I want to have it pull the door open with its big mouth.
Okay.
If I know correctly, I think they have a high strength value.
So you summon. All right. So let's do this.
Well, okay, and so one to the left of. I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna summon one to the left of Malik, and I can see through the portcullis, so I'll summon one behind Dagon. I should be able to do that.
All right. So you're summoning two of these.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And I'm gonna have the one that's to the left of Malik try to rip the door open.
Nice.
Oh, one of those I meant to have behind Dagon. Because I can see through the portcullis, right?
Yes. Right there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yeah, these creatures blink into existence next to Malik, and in front of you, Dagon. You see one of these
Holy
dinosaurs.
Oh, and yeah, I guess they get their own things. Okay, cool. All right, and then I'm gonna step out of the way here.
Okay. Right. I know. Actually, I don't even think there's even any switches in this, but yeah. But definitely, I know what you mean. I would be like, where's the fucking trigger? All right, Roth.
Can I see the sea monster from back here?
It's you can yeah, I mean you can kind of make out it's still kind of in the tendrils right now, but you can see some of it. If you're trying to cast a spell, I would say you could probably see it.
Okay, I'll toll the dead it.
Okay. I failed. Okay, so as you cast your spell, the gong, the sound of the bell, kind of reverberates in this little tunnel here, and the little Sioux monster just kind of falls at the feet of the dinosaur.
You have nothing for the dark one. And I'll move back here.
Okay. Okay. Another one you see starts to appear through the tendrils.
Okay. Well, wait.
Yeah, I need saves. I need damage and saves. So that was Sue 2.
Okay, Sutu.
I made the dex DC, by the way.
Then take half of that.
Oh, so saves half?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so this guy takes damage at the beginning, and then his save failed the save again.
Half of that if you save.
He did not save. So you can see him. You see him like he's making his way, trying to get through these tendrils, and he almost gets to the end and just falls to the ground. All right, Keegan or Daniel.
He rips the portcullis off, or attempts to.
Okay.
Grabs it in his mouth and pulls backward.
Okay. So he grabs it. He grabs the portcullis and starts pulling and pulling and pulling. Give me a strength check with him. Just give me a d20 roll.
Oh,
The gate, the portcullis does not budge at all.
if I had known I was gonna be having to roll for
Well, it's not your strength. I'm adding
him.
his.
No, it's just my luck.
Okay. Anything else?
Yeah. No, he'll I guess stay there.
Okay. All right, Malik's up.
He's gonna move his hex onto Sea Monster.
One in front of the dinosaur there.
The Dino
Dinosaur, yeah.
Dickobugger's.
Okay. Just blasts into him. Knocks him back. Yeah. Okay. And the second blast slams into him. And Dagon, you can see as the blast hits his chest, with the combination of your tendrils like kind of holding on to him, and the impact of Malik's blast that knock it back. You see the tendrils are kind of holding on to him, and the blast as it knocks him back, it starts to like pull his appendages, and you just see like his arms like get ripped off, and then his legs kind of get ripped off, and his torso just lands back by the statue.
Jesus.
All right, anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, so he takes his damage. Before you roll the damage the second time, let me try to do my save, and then I'll auto-calculate it.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Unless it might. No, it still does it, I think. Maybe. No, it does full down, sorry. So actually it's going to it is actually
Mind
gonna
fuck me.
no, it's actually because there's a dinosaur in front of him here, so you don't see anything happen, so Hugh.
Do I see any levers or buttons or anything?
Give me an investigation roll, please. So you're kind of looking around the room here, or this little tunnel. Quickly kind of go up to the edge of spell effects here. But you don't see any type of switch or lever.
Well, I come back to Portcullis and lean my head against it and mysteriously pull out a metal cup and just start raking it against it, singing "Nobody knows this," and just go on from there. And that'll be it for me.
Sanka.
Finish him off, Sanka.
I'm just gonna take the dodge action and keep checking out this obelisk.
Okay. All right, Dagon. So you launch one of your Eldritch Blasts over the top of the back of this dinosaur, and it slams into this this creature. You can see He looks very, very injured. All right. Dinosaur 2 or 1 actually. So he's right next to this creature.
He's definitely gonna eat it.
Okay. So he's got here. Yeah, can you here, let's do this. Can I probably could have done that. So he's got multi-attack, so he can make 3 attacks, 1 bite and 2 claws. And
So
they're
is the
all
bite
at they're all at +4.
There's a claw. Alright, so bite, claw.
So the first 2 were claws, you said?
I thought bite, claw.
Okay, bite, claw, claw. Okay, so I need 2 hits. So you can do 2d8 plus, or 1d8 plus 2 is the damage for the claws. 6. Okay, yeah. You just claw, and just this creature falls over.
Good boy. That's why you're Deinonychus 1. Raptor 1.
Yeah, so yeah. The Deinonychus 1, he just shreds this guy up, and Dagon, you can see through into the room still, and you can see that that appears to be all the creatures are dispatched. So yeah, you make it back up, and you still see the cube sitting on top of the statue here.
I grab my prize.
Hooray for the dinosaurs!
Deinonychus 2 is now my mount for the next 50 minutes.
I want to ride 1.
You got it, buddy.
So you grab
I high five you.
grab the cube off the top, and you can kind of make out like a crazy looking monkey that carved into it.
It is crazy looking.
Alright. Dagon wins. Victory.
It's cube. Okay. So you grab the cube that time?
Up?
It do,
Yeah.
They do not. They're still down.
Nope, I guess we'll just leave Dagon.
I could get out. But yeah, I grabbed the cube.
Okay. That's in your inventory now.
Really? They're
No,
still
but
down?
you slaughtered one of the Wraithen's playing your warlock there, Kale.
Is there anything on the outside here that looks like it would raise the lever?
Give me an investigation roll, please.
Get me out!
Oh, that'll do it.
No, just ruined building with 5 portcullis that are
Hugh is starting to feel the walls closing in as claustrophobia starts to set in, starts freaking out, and starts trying to pull it up.
Here, I'll
Try
send
to search around.
Dino 2 and I will come give you a hand too.
Okay, so with the combined strength of what you're Daniel, you're what, 10 strength? And
Well,
you and Deinonychus and Hugh, all 3 of you are able to lift the portcullis. And
right.
Hugh, you take a deep breath as you're out of the tight and close quarters. And eventually, the rest of you also assist Dagon and lift the portcullis there.
Yay.
And so you guys now have what, 5 puzzle cubes?
4.
4.
4. Okay. So as you pocket the 4th cube, you take kind of inventory of the cubes you have, realizing there's potentially 5 more cubes out there. The morning sun is still, warming the area you're at. Take kind of a quick breather, and that is where we'll stop our session for this Monday night.
Good job, everybody.
Awesome.
Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
Cheers.
Thanks,
See you,
everybody.
Blues.
Hey, Ice, I'm going to be out of town next week on Monday. Or actually for the whole week.
Next week? Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Ice, can I rename the dinosaurs?
Yeah, will they last for an hour?
Mm-hmm. Dino 1 is Rem, and Dino 2 is Ram.
Like that?
Perfect. Yep.
Okay.
Perfect.
I think I can give you control of them. Let me see.
Man, honestly, can you... when I do beasts, can you roll for them?
See if you can you... you probably can't. Yeah, we can
It's
do
not
that.
that I mind doing it, it's just my luck, man. At least just let me roll bad for my main character. Or my only character. No, I need to change my die color. That's what I need to do.
Yeah, definitely need to change that color.
I've been rolling black too long.
All right, cool. All right.
Alright, well night everybody. Thanks very much, Ernie.
Have
Yep.
a good one, buddy.
Thank you all for watching. Appreciate it.
Yay.
Catch you later.
I didn't almost die this session.
Yeah, when I summoned the raptors, I thought that was gonna be another fight like the last one. So